laws of any state are broken, a duly authorized organization swings into action. It may be called the state police, state troopers, militia, the rangers, or the highway patrol. These are the stories of the men whose training, skill, and courage have enforced and preserved our state laws. Anytime crime follows a fixed pattern, the pattern itself helps solve the crime. But when the crime committed is original, when there is no pattern, then the job is more difficult. And it gets most difficult when the criminal himself follows no fixed pattern, when he walks and talks like any other passerby, when he apparently is just another businessman, brisk, neat, confident.
Charlie?
Yes. Put your coat on now. Don't wear that. People look in other people's windows.
Neat. The whole job is neat, Charlie.
So far.
What could go wrong now?
Everything. Supposing Ferris doesn't want to pay the ransom.
And Ferris doesn't get to see his baby again.
That's a draw, and I want to win.
Don't worry. We will. He'll pay.
That could be trouble, too.
You mean collecting the ransom?
They'll try every trick in the book, then. It's their one contact with us, their one and only chance to grab us.
But we've got everything planned, haven't we?
Everything we've thought of.
It's a crazy idea to begin with. Kidnapping a machine. Whoever heard of such a thing?
Listen, it's a great idea. The rewards are just as big, and if we get caught, the rap's nothing compared to what it would be if we kidnapped a person. Get the clothes.
$100,000. That's the cost of a new machine. They'll never pay that.
Oh, yes, they will. A new machine costs $100,000, but it takes a year to build. Waiting that year could cost them $1 million.
Hey, Charlie. One thing still bothers me. How do we know they won't unload the machine out of the trailer tonight?
Because the trailer arrives at 5 o'clock. Unloading is a 6-hour job, and the workday ends there at 5:30.
Why can't they get a special unloading crew?
We're betting they don't unload until tomorrow morning. Come on, let's go.
Yes, sir. Can I help you?
It's a pickup order. Tri-state transfer. We come for our trailer.
I just come on. I don't know whether they've unloaded that computer or not.
Well, they called us an hour ago to come pick it up. I don't understand you guys. You spend $100,000 for a machine, and you worry about a day's rental on the trailer.
Well, you just made it. It's almost closing time.
Well, the traffic was murdered.
It'll be worse when you're lugging a semi. Okay. 8 miles an hour on the ground.
Heck. All these men around, I don't like it.
Another worry? Listen, when I get out, back up to the trailer. And if anything goes wrong, let me handle it.
Okay.
Is that clear?
Yes.
Hey,
Need a hand? No. No, I got a lick. Thanks anyway.
You bet.
All right, take it away. Slowly.
Okay, take it away. Hey! Stop! Stop!
What's the trouble?
Your left rear tire on your tractor. The inside one. Pressure's way down.
We'll check it first chance we get. Thanks a million.
Don't mention it.
I'll catch the gate. Let's get going.
Right.
Slow down. Take your time. We haven't got a thing to do until tomorrow when they find out what happened.
You're not going to call Ferris tonight?
No.
Why not? Why wait?
2 reasons. If I call tonight, the police start looking tonight, and in a smaller area than they'll have to look tomorrow, when we could have had all night to drive.
What's the second reason?
Psychological. Like in a big prize fight. The champ lets the contender wait in the ring to get him nervous, and that's what we're doing. Tomorrow, when they find the machine is gone, they sit around and wonder how it could be missing. Get them nervous. Throw them off their stride.
Oh, when are you supposed to check with the real estate agent?
I've got a 10-day option on that property with a week to go.
Tell me, is the machine assembly a secret, Mr. Ferris? What I mean to say is, would it be worthwhile stealing it just to see how it works?
No, I'm afraid not. The plans of the computer have been in every electronics publication since the idea was first conceived.
I see. Well, what about the spare parts? Would it be worthwhile stealing it for the individual parts?
No, it's not the materials used that give the machine its value. It's the intricacy of the assembly. I can't talk to anybody. What? Hello, this is Mr. Ferris.
If you want to see your machine back safe and sound, Mr. Ferris, have $100,000 in unmarked 10s and 20s by 2 o'clock this afternoon. Be at your bank at that time. You'll be contacted there. You'll be told where to take the money, in person, in your own car, alone.
The computer has been stolen and is being held for ransom.
We'll do everything we possibly can to help you, Mr. Ferris.
But what will I do, Mr. Matthews? I don't want to pay them $100,000, and I don't want to lose the machine. It would cost more to replace it.
What have you done so far, Sergeant?
I gave R&I a description of the two men and sent out an APB on the tri-state trailer.
Mm-hmm. What about the tractor? Oh, wait a minute, hold it. This is Matthews. I want a state survey map. Send her in on the Ferris Electronics plant, and we'll circle out from there. You'll mark every filling station for me. Can you get it to me in an hour? All right, as soon as you can, then. Thanks. Get me scale and weight detail, will you? Would it be much trouble to transfer it from one trailer to another?
It's a big job.
Hello? Get me a list of all semi-trailer trucks that stopped at weighing-in stations between 6 o'clock last night and 7 o'clock this morning. I'm especially interested in tri-state trailer number... give me that piece of paper over there, Sergeant, will you?
Sure.
Thanks. Nora, 57193. Yeah, that's right. Thanks. Now, what about the tractor? Anything special on it?
Left rear tire was low.
Well, that might be some help. Call all the scale house stations. Maybe somebody else noticed that tire, too. Then I want you to call the auto theft and the hijacking detail. See what they've come up with. These guys either stole that tractor or rented it. Oh, find out how far they can go in a tank full of gas. And put a man on time cards over at Tri-State Transfer. Find out who wasn't at work yesterday, also today. Do the same thing at Ferris Electronics.
Right.
Go into my office. How about a cigarette?
No, thank you. Mr. Matthews, do you think you'll have the machine located before 2 o'clock?
Well, that's hard to say, Mr. Ferris. I hope so. Oh, by the way, did you drive your own car over here?
Yes.
Where'd you park it?
In the back of the building, in the reserved parking area.
Radio maintenance, please. You know the license number?
1M90584.
584. Hello, this is Matthews. There's a car parked in the reserved section parking lot in back of this building. License number 1 Mary 90584. I want you to rig up a two-way radio in it right away. No. Use the car's regular radio antenna. Thanks. Helicopter squad, please. Now, this is Matthews. Can I have a helicopter on standby at 2 o'clock this afternoon? Good. Thanks very much. Mr. Ferris, it's about 11:30. Now, I want you to go back to your office and then arrange with the bank to have $100,000 in unmarked 10s and 20s ready. At exactly 2 o'clock, I'll send over a valise. It'll be empty.
But, Mr. Matthews, what are we going to do?
Well, we're going to pay them the $100,000, Mr. Ferris. But we'll pay it our way.
All routine police measures were in operation. The criminal had not been apprehended. A puzzled and frightened Mr. Ferris was en route to his 2 o'clock appointment. Some highly non-routine measures were put into motion.
Excuse me, gentlemen.
I'm Lieutenant Andrews of the Highway Patrol, Mr. Ferris. You haven't been contacted since you left your office, have you?
No.
That's good. They probably try to reach me. We're going to exchange identities.
You're taking my place?
It's just a precaution, Mr. Ferris. They probably don't know exactly what you look like. Mr. Matthews didn't think it advisable to tell you earlier. It could have influenced your behavior.
Oh.
Hello? I understand Mr. Ferris is in the bank. May I speak to him, please? It's very important.
One moment, please. He's right here.
We'll give him just 30 seconds so they can't trace this call.
Mr. Ferris, there's a call for you here, sir.
Hello?
Listen carefully. There's a blue coupe parked at the corner of Stewart and Miller Road. The keys are in it. Use it instead of your own car. Drive west on Stewart Boulevard. The tank is full. Keep on driving till you're contacted. And don't talk to anyone on the dealer's off.
This is 2275. This is 2275. 2275 over.
This is 2150. Go ahead.
They instructed me to change cars. I'm in a blue coupe now. License number 2 Charlie 70087. They told me to head west on Stewart Boulevard. I'm now at Stewart and Maple Drive, doing 30 miles an hour.
Stewart Boulevard runs clear through to the next state. 2150 to 3156. 2150 to 5601.
This is 3156.
Andrew, switch cars. He's now in a blue coupe. License 2 Charles 70087. He's heading west on Stewart Boulevard. He crossed Stewart and Maple about 2 minutes ago, going 30 miles an hour. Try and catch up to him and tail it.
3156, 10-4.
Stand by for further orders. Come in 5601.
This is 5601.
Proceed north to Stewart Boulevard. 2275 in blue coupe. License 2 Charlie 70087. Tail him until suspect makes contact.
10-4.
Okay, take her up.
I'm at Stewart and Ashcraft. I have to break off now.
All units close in on Stewart and Ashcraft. Contact's being made.
You're covered. So don't make a move to follow me and don't try to stop me. Is that it?
Yeah. Where's the semi-trailer?
We'll find out later. Give me the keys. Remember what I said. You're covered.
This is Andrews. They're in a black sedan. License number 2 Charlie 63364. They're armed. Heading north on Ashcraft. You got that?
Better than that. We got them. 2150 to 3822. Proceed to Ashcraft and Miller. Code 3. Cut off a black sedan. License 2 Charlie 63364. Heading north. The men are armed. Don't take any chances. They're changing cars. Well, so far, so good. The bag's empty. Drive. We're in a trap. They're spotting us from that. Drive. Five 601. They're going west, Miller to Garden. Intercept.
All right, now your first turn is Tunnel Road. It's about a half a mile, so don't overshoot it.
Tunnel Road. Where does it lead to?
That doesn't matter now. Just drive.
They just turned off Garden on the Tunnel Road, heading east. 3156, continue north on Ashcraft. .3822. Return to Barton Way. Head west and intercept. 3824. Proceed south to Dover Road and intercept. We'll lose them in the tunnel for a few minutes. They're in the tunnel now. Here they come. Stand by. That's the car. Be careful.
Police! Help. Back in the tunnel, I was stopped. 2 men with guns. They stopped me. They took my car.
What kind of a car, Jack?
Convertible.
What color?
White.
3156 to helicopter.
They changed cars in the tunnel. The car we're looking for is a white convertible heading back toward Garden Street.
There it is. Heading north on Dover Road.
Shoot it out if they know it's us?
Oh, they know it's us already.
Wants to be cooperative. The computer is on a farm southeast of Weberville.
Mr. Ferris is going to be glad to hear that. Why didn't you run?
I figured the odds.
Didn't you figure the odds on this job, too?
Yeah. But I didn't figure on that.
Yeah, they sure are crazy contraptions. I don't know what makes them fly. Take them away. The Highway Patrol story next week is a very unusual one. We hope you'll be with us. Until then, remember, it isn't the car that kills, it's the driver. This is Bradley Crawford saying see you next week.